A look behind the scenes.
And all the sports results from a big weekend.
All today On
the Air.
One, two, three.
I'm your host, the one and only Austin Bain.
And I'm your co-host, Caleb Kincaid.
Today we start a new series where we take you behind the scenes of many things here at RHS. Today, Roger Creech takes you behind the scenes of our radio TV class to show you that it's just more than just our show.
It seems like the only thing that this radio and TV class does is the announcements, but that's not true. We actually do various stages of video production. One thing we've currently been working on is the Forced Perspective Challenge, but what exactly is that?
One of the projects we do in class is Forced Perspective. And Forced Perspective, unlike a lot of effects that are done in Hollywood today with computers and digital effects, is actually an optical effect or a visual effect using the camera. It's very tricky because you have to very carefully place the camera and the objects in front of the camera or the people in front of the camera to create the illusion that something is either smaller or larger than it actually is. So it takes a lot of work as far as positioning the camera, moving it back and forth, and placing other objects in the scene exactly the way you want to create the effect that you want. In this particular project, the goal is to have a student interact with themselves. So not only do they have to make the object look smaller or larger, but then they have to use a split screen effect to then take and put themselves on both sides of the picture so they can interact with each other.
The most difficult part about the forced perspectives was getting the lighting, because when you do your bigger version of yourself, the lighting shifts, so you have to make sure that the lighting is all the same so you don't see the cut line in the shot when you put them both together.
And that was behind the scenes of RHS Radio and TV. Back to you guys in the studio.
In some countries and even some parts of the United States, some schools still censor the books students can read. This week is Banned Books Week, and all this week we celebrate the freedom to read by sharing another book that has been banned. Have you ever heard of The Bluest Eye? It is a banned book in many areas of the country, and it tells the story of an 11-year-old African-American girl in Ohio in the early 1940s who prays for her eyes to turn blue so that she will be beautiful. It has been banned because it contains controversial issues.
It's time again to take a look at the announcements.
Early college, ice cream, BPA, homecoming tickets, and more. Well, let's start with early college and ice cream. Friday, all early college students are invited to an ice cream social in Miss Fulby's room after school until 4:15 p.m. And speaking of early college and juniors, seniors, don't forget about Get There Day on Saturday, October 10th. Early college staff will be there to help you with your ACT and SAT, registration applications, and essays, scholarships to the 21st century, requirements, and anything to help you get to college, and make sure you let Mr. Ronnie know you'll be attending by Wednesday, October 7th. Attention, BPA members. There will be a meeting after school today in room C211. All your fundraising money and orders are due, and we'll be there and learning about registration dates and a district leadership conference. Also, important information for the Creative Writing Club members. The meeting scheduled for today has been canceled due to conferences this week. Tomorrow is parent-teacher conferences. Have your parent call the main office to set up an appointment, and conferences run from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Also, because of conferences, remember, we'll be getting out on an early release schedule all this week. The first RHS orchestra concert of this year, tomorrow night after parent-teacher conferences. It starts at 7 p.m. and the high school portion of the show features a glow show. Admission is free, so come take part of the fun of the glowing entertainments. Homecoming tickets went on sale Friday after school in front of the main office. Tickets are $8 and will be sold in the cafeteria through Wednesday during all lunches, and after school in the main office today and tomorrow. And don't forget to show up for Spirit Week this week. And today is American Day, and we'll be seeing highlights at the end of the show. Tomorrow is Twin Day, so dress up like a friend. Wednesday is Rainbow Day, wear your tie-dye or brightest colors. Thursday is Jersey Day, so wear your favorite sports jersey. And Friday is Red Devil Pride Day, so let's see your school pride. That's your announcements. Back to you guys in the studio.
It was a beautiful weekend, but it's over now. It's time for the Red Devil forecast.
The next couple of days won't be as nice as the weekend with rain in the forecast. Today we'll see more and more clouds roll in with a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Highs will climb into the low 80s and it won't cool off overnight much. Temperatures only drop into the mid 60s, while the chance of rain carries over into tomorrow. We'll have an even more chance for rain on Tuesday, and it'll warm up again, as well as highs right around 80. Overnight into Wednesday, the rain moves out and starts to cool off things as lows fall into the mid 50s. By the time we're back on Wednesday, we could have highs struggling to break 70. We'll see you back Wednesday. I'm Macy Thornburg with your Red Devil forecast.
A weekend of championships on the line. Let's see how RHS did.
2 conference championships were on the line, 1 regional, but unfortunately we didn't come with winners of any. It all started Friday night when RHS football team traveled to McCutcheon to try and stay undefeated in the NCC, but the Red Devils struggled on the road and fell to 3-1 in the conference. One bright spot was Dewan Claiborne, who once again took a kickoff return for a touchdown for his 3rd of the season. Soccer competed in NCC tourney in Westfield on Saturday. The girls finished 4th in the conference after falling to Marion 5-0. The boys finished 1-1 at the tournament. Good enough for 6th in the conference. Tennis played one last invitational as a tune-up for the sectionals, which begin this week here at home. RHS finished 2nd with wins against Lake Central and Yorktown, but losing to host Delta. Eric Hollingsworth went undefeated on the day, including a win over the number 1 player from Yorktown, who was in the Final Four of the state last year. RHS is 16-2 in open sectional play on Wednesday. Congratulations to the following kids who made the RHS bowling teams. For the girls, Tori Schaefer, Jessica Crane, Bailey Guess, Brianna Carr, Kiana Rodriguez, Amber Sester, Nina Finas, Taylor Forrence, Brooklyn McDaniel, and Sierra York. For the boys, Brandon Whited, Tyler Bowman, Gary Lewis, Justin Gibble, Jackson Hillard, Brandon Schaefer, and Austin Jones. And lastly, RHS girls closed out their season at the Anderson Regionals, finishing 6 out of the 18 teams competing, including 5 of the top 10 teams in the state. Kayla Owens led RHS with a team low 79. Congratulations on a great season. That's your sports. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's our show. Make sure to dress up for Twin Day tomorrow and Rainbow Day on Wednesday.
Also, remember the parade is Wednesday night, so make plans for that. We'll give you more in our next show.
Here's a look at some of the people who showed their spirit today for America Day. Have a great day.